hope you all are doing good. So yes, let's start our today's topic. So I'm going to show you something in which you have to find what topic we are going to discuss today. Okay, so I'm writing something about science. So yes, I'm writing science with black marker, right? So this is black marker and I'm again writing its name with red marker. So do you find something is happening here? This is black marker and this is red marker. So what kind of thing you are going to have observing? Yes, this is a change you feel. Yes, I have changed the marker. Once I have used black marker to write science and once I have used red marker to write science. Yes, so I have changed my marker. Yes, very right students, very good. So yes, I am again going to show you something. This is a newspaper, okay, right? So if I crush it, so what it's being done? Yes, so basically there is a change in its shape. Very good students. So our today's topic is also based on this. So today's topic is about change, right? And you are going to love this topic. So I will tell you, we will study about the classification of changes, right? We have seen that I have changed the color of the marker. I have used this newspaper and once it was in square shape, when I have pressed it, so it will give of this type. So its shape change basically. So right now we will observe some things and you will find yourself that there is a classification of changes into two categories. So now I am going to discuss these classification among you and you will find yourself that why we have two categories, right students? So we have physical changes. We have physical changes around us and also we have some chemical changes around us. So now I'm going to show you something and you have to classify whether they are physical or chemical. So because as you all study about what is physical and chemical, you know the meaning of the words actually. So I'm going to show you, then we will discover how we will explore that how these changes are physical and why these changes are chemical. So we will define, we will explore it more, right? So first of all, I am going to show you something. So I have this paper in front of you. This is also in rectangular shape and I am going to tear it. If I tear it, so this is also a paper and this is also a paper, right? So do you find any new thing? Okay, so apart from what is physical, what type of change it is, rather it is physical change or chemical change, I am going to write all the points here, whatever experiments we are going to do here. Yes, so tearing of paper we have done. Yes, you have seen I have teared the paper and I have teared, so we will have the piece of paper from this rectangular paper. Okay, so now I have something in front of you. This is a pencil, unsharpened pencil, right? And I am going to sharp this pencil. In front of you I am going to sharp it, right? Yes, all of you have done daily, right? Yes, now you are using pen. Okay, some of you are changing the refills of your pens also. So we will find whether it is a chemical or physical change. Yes, so I have sharpened this pencil, so I will get something new or old one or the similar one. Okay, so right, I have sharpened this pencil and you will see that we will be having its lead, right? So it has now a sharp point. So what kind of change it is? Okay, we will write it here. We have sharpened the pencil. Sharpen the pencil. We will find out from these experiments what kind of experiments are these or changes are these into physical or chemical. First of all, let's do all the changes. I'm going to show you. Okay, so now I'm going to show you. I have this piece of chalk, right? I have this piece of chalk and I want to break it. I have break it and I have break it into parts, right? I hope it's clearly visible to all of you. So when I break this chalk, I have get these chalk pieces. Clear? Right. So now I will write this here. Breaking of chalk. Breaking of chalk. I will ask you one by one what type of changes are these. Okay. So shall we conclude here, right? Let's. Tearing of paper. Yes. So when I teared this paper from a rectangular sheet, I got this new piece of paper in front of you. So can you tell me what do you mean by physical? Yes, any student. Yes. So physical means, very right. Yes, students. So physical means there is a change in its physical properties only. Yes, very good. We can say about its shape, size, yes, all its physical properties. So we will consider into physical change. Now, when I tear this paper out of this, so I got this piece of paper. This is also a paper and this is also a paper. So there, do you find there is any physical change? No, right. So there is no there is no chemical change, right? This is also a paper, this is also a paper. So do you find any difference between them? No. So what type of change it will be? Yes, because only its shape has been changed, right? Its shape is being changed. So we will consider it under physical changes. Very right, students. So now the second thing is sharpening of the pencil. Sharpening of the pencil. Once I have sharpened it with the sharpener, so I have got a pencil. So this is a physical or chemical change? Right, student, this is also a physical change because its appearance change. When it was a unsharpened pencil, it is also made up of wood. Now when I sharpen the pencil, it is still made up of wood. Right, students? So this is also comes under physical change. Very good. Now the third experiment we have done, that is, yes, that is breaking of the chalk. When I break this chalk, so it will break into some pieces of chalk. So I have chalk in this hand and I have chalk in this hand, right? So do you find any difference in between these two? No. So yes, what type of what type of change it is? Right. So it will also a physical change where its size and shape changes. Not its chemical properties, not its internal composition is being changed. Clear, students? Very good. So this is also come under physical changes. So we have learnt about three experiments here. We have done experiment 3. Tearing of paper, that is also a physical. Sharpen of the pencil, that is also a physical change. Breaking of chalk, that is also a physical change. Why this is a physical change? Because only physical properties are being changed, not its chemical properties. Yes. So now I am rubbing this and I will write some more experiments we will do and we will find what type of change it is. Right, students? Yes, I hope this is clear. You have been seeing that there is a formation of cloud. Yes, there is a change of day and night. We will discuss what type of change it is. So now yes, what is this? Onion. You all familiar with this. So if your mother say to you, you have to cut the vegetables. I am going to cut it, right? In front of you, I am going to cut it. When I cut it, Do you find anything, any new product here? Yes. Do you find any new product here? No. Right. So there is no new product. This is also an onion. This is also an onion. Right. So in what type of change you will consider it? Is there any change about its composition? There is any chemical change? Yes. So there is no chemical change, because after cutting we have two parts of onion. This is also an onion, this is also an onion. As a it doesn't we can't say that it's a onion and it's a potato, right? It's after cutting, it's still a onion, an onion, right? So it's also a coming under the physical change. Now I'm going to show you one thing which is very common in your homes, in your temples. Yes, which is very common. Yes. So I'm going to show you. Yes. What is this? In layman language we call it as lota, right? So I feel that everyone is having copper utensils at their temples to yes, so you will use this kind of utensils in your temples, right students? So when you got such kind of, okay, before that you have learned about metals, clear? So what type of metal it is, beta? Very good. So this is copper, and copper is a metal. Very good. So our lota is made up of copper. When you go to the market and see whether when you go to the market now, so you find this this type of lota or something different, right? When you go to the market, you buy the shining utensils of copper. There is a luster, there is a shining on the copper utensils. Now what about this? You can see that there is a brownish layer, right? So now what do you say about what type of change it is? It's a physical or chemical? Yes, it's a, okay, some of you are saying this is a physical change and some of you are saying chemical change. So yes, let's discuss in both the terms. So yes, students, you will raise your hand who are saying this is physical. Yes, why beta this is physical? This is physical because a layer is forming. Okay, a layer of which? Okay, you don't know. Only color has been changed. Yes, okay. So this is a physical change, only color changes. Okay. So according to you, if color changes, so this is a physical change. Okay. So yes, what about some of the students are also telling this is a chemical change. So what type of change it is? Why it is a chemical change? Yes. Okay. Very good. So according to you, if color changes, so it is a chemical process. Very good. It's a chemical change. Yes. So those students who are saying this is a physical change, so please listen carefully. This is not a physical change. Right, student? This is a chemical change. You are not doing anything by your own to have a layer of this brownish. And what type of layer it is? Oxide layer. And who done this? Actually, why it happens? How the layer formed into the, over this utensil of copper utensils? Yes. So the air present. Yes. Anybody wants to say something? Yes. So the air present in our atmosphere, that creates a layer over the copper utensils. Yes. Very good. So you are not doing something by your own. So it is happening chemically, right? So such type of changes will come under chemical. Right, very good. Yes, students. So what are you observing here? This is a candle, right, student? And I have burnt this candle. So you will feel and you will see this candle is burning, and what happens? It, yes, now it is clearly visible to all of you, I hope. So yes, this candle is burning and it will changes into, and it's melt into ice. Oh sorry, it melts into wax. So when candle burns, So is melting. So melting of wax is there. So yes students, do you find any chemical change here? So what type of change it will be? We will consider it under, yes, so we will consider it under physical or chemical. So yes, melting of wax is considered under physical because no new formation. Yes, very good. So now students, as you have discussed with me, now we will find out what are the difference between the properties of chemical change and physical change. Let's discuss. Okay, I have shown you when we cut vegetables in our kitchen. So we will, when we cut something, so no new formation is there. If I cut an onion, so I get an onion, not a potato or a capsicum, right? If you are going to cut a capsicum, so half part will be a capsicum only, not a lady finger. So here we are going to discuss about the properties. So first property is here under physical, that only physical properties will change. Only physical properties will change. Right students? Yes. For your clarification, I am going to rub it. We are discussing only about the physical changes, right? So the first point I have discussed with you, only physical properties will change. Physically, in physical we have its size, its shape will change. Now, no new product will be formed. No new product will be formed. Yes, can you tell me how? Yes, very good. Yes, we have tear the paper. When we tear the paper, so there is a physical change, right students? I am going to show you again. When we tear the paper, so the new thing which we get is also a paper, a piece of paper. No new formation, no new substance is formed. So that will also come under the physical properties. No new product will be formed or no new substance will be formed. Okay, so now can you tell me, can I fix it? Can I fix it again? No. Yes. Yes, according to Indian Jugaad, we can fix it with gum or tape. Yes, but originally we can't fix it, no? Without any help. Okay. Apart from this, what examples we have discussed about physical changes? Yes, breaking of this chalk. So, do you fix it if I convert it into chalk powder, right? So, do you fix it? No, no? Yes. So, that is also a physical change. Now, one more experiment we did, that is the melting of wax. When wax melts, so do you mold it into a new candle again? Right. So melting of wax is what we can say, it is irreversible or reversible. Yes, that is a reversible. So this is also a physical change. Means burning of candle is a physical change, and breaking of chalk is also a physical change. So students, this cannot be reversible, but this can be reversible. If a wax melts, so we can again mold it into a candle, right? So here one more thing we learned, that physical changes may or may not be reversible. Yes, physical changes may or may not be, reversible. Very good. So I hope these points are clear to all of you. What are the properties of a physical change, right? So first of all, we have discussed only physical properties will change. No chemically changes are there. No change in the composition. no new product will form, right? If we tear the page, only a piece of paper we get. If we cut the vegetables, a new vegetable is also of the same type. If we cut our hairs, okay students, so if we cut our hair, so that comes under physical or chemical change? Yes, so that will also a physical change, because when we cut our hairs, no new product will be formed, right? And what kind of process it is? Reversible or irreversible? Yes, so it is a irreversible, right students? So the third point we have discussed, that physical changes may or may not be reversible. So we have discussed about reversible, that is melting of wax. Melting of wax can be turned again into a new candle. And irreversible, cutting of vegetables, cutting of hairs, tearing of paper, there are so many changes, right? So I hope this properties of physical changes are well clear to all of you. Very good. So shall we proceed further? Right students. So yes students, I have some questions in front of you and you have to answer it. So please state true or false, right? So question is this: cutting of wood. Cutting of wood is a chemical change. Yes students, it is true or false? Yes, you can think. Cutting of wood is a chemical change. This is true or false? Yes. So you have to think. What you have to think? We have discussed the property. Yes. Yes. So cutting of wood is there is a new formation. No new product is there. No. No new product. So what kind of change it will be? Physical. Okay. So here it is written chemical change. So what will be the answer of this question? True or false? False. Very good. False, because yes students? Yes. This is false statement, because cutting of wood is a physical change. When we cut a wood, we get another wood piece which is of the same type, right? No new formation, no new chemical composition changed. So that is the physical change and not a chemical change. Very good students. So yes students, we have another question. This is a fill up and you have to give its answer. So physical changes may or may not be blank. We have discussed physical changes may or may not be blank. Very good. So its answer will be reversible. Physical changes may or may not be reversible, right? So now can you give me any example in which you have seen that this process can be, this is a physical change and despite of being physical, it is reversible? Yes, we have shown, I have also shown you the experiment or the example. Right, very good. Very clappings to you for you students. The reversible physical change is melting of ice. Melting of ice. Okay. And non-reversible? Yes, cutting of wood. Cutting of wood is also a non-reversible. So I hope this is understood to everybody. What type of physical? Yes. So let's recapitulate what we have learned in our today's class. Yes, students. So in our today's class, we have learned that changes are of two types, that is physical and chemical changes. Right, students? Yes. We have discussed classification of change, that is physical and chemical change. We have also discussed about their properties. Yes, anybody can tell me under physical what properties we will discuss? Yes. No new formation, no new product. Very good. Other than this, no new product, only physical properties will be changed. Very good. The second property we have discussed, only physical changes are there. Very good. Yes, despite of these 2 points we have discussed about, yes, it may or may not be reversible. May or may not be Reversible. Very good. In chemical properties, I have shown you the example of this utensil of copper, which is usually used in our temples, right? So we are left with this part. We will discuss in our another class about, and we will study in detail what chemical changes are and what are their properties. So we have covered the topic of what are changes, its classification, and yes, what are the properties of physical changes. So yes student, there is some homework for you. So first question, we have define physical changes. So you have to define physical changes in your own wordings, right students? So second question is, give 3 examples of any physical changes. Despite of whatever we have discussed in our class, you have to give 3 more examples of physical changes you are observing in your surroundings. There is one more activity in front of you, very fun activity. So in this activity, what you have to do, you have to note down all the physical changes occur in your day, right? Occur in your day, and you are observing in a whole day what kind of physical changes you are going through, rather it's drinking of water, eating of food, right? So you have to note down only physical changes, as we have discussed physical changes. So you have to note down only physical changes on A4 sheet. If you want to paste pictures, so you can make your creativity, right? So these are the some homework for you. I hope this session is being enjoyed by you all. If you have any query, please let me ask, and we will discuss about chemical changes in our further classes. Thank you so much students.